The disappearance of Kira Steger, a chilling real crime story. Kira Steger, a 30-year-old woman, was confident, ambitious, and thriving in her role as a manager at Delia's clothing store. She was full of hope, envisioning a bright future brimming with possibilities. But on Thursday, February 21st, 2013, that future came crashing down. That evening, after finishing her shift, she told her friend Jasmine that she was excited about a romantic night planned with her husband, Jeff Trevino. They were going to spend the evening at the Mall of America, a night she had looked forward to. Like any marriage, Kira and Jeff had their issues, but their disagreements remained behind closed doors, or so everyone believed. That's why when Kira failed to show up for work on Saturday, 2 days after her planned date, concern quickly grew among her colleagues. Known for her discipline and punctuality, Kira was never one to miss work or show up late. Jasmine repeatedly tried calling her, but Kira's phone remained silent. Eventually, Jasmine reached out to Jeff. He answered but seemed oddly calm. He said he had no idea where Kira had gone, claiming she left home early Friday morning and never returned. He wasn't particularly worried, explaining that Kira would occasionally disappear for a day or two to visit friends or family without notice. The only thing that mildly concerned him was the heavy snowfall that day. Perhaps she got stuck on the road or her phone battery died. But as more time passed with no sign of Kira, even Jeff began to worry. That same day, he filed a missing persons report and informed her family. Once the report was filed, investigators wasted no time. Their first step, as is common in such cases, was to question Jeff and those closest to Kira. It turned out that Jeff and Kira didn't live alone. They shared their home with a man named Matt Roth, who lived in the basement. Matt told police that Kira left around 8:30 a.m. Friday morning to attend a mandatory work event. She acted completely normal that day. Jeff also said that while their marriage had been strained in the last 2 months, he never saw it as anything serious, just regular marital disagreements. Police issued a search warrant for Kira's missing vehicle and headed to the Mall of America to verify Jeff's timeline. Jeff claimed the night ended with a peaceful movie at home. Their roommate, Matt, confirmed seeing them that night but didn't want to disturb them. He went to his basement and heard nothing strange. But with no updates and a growing sense of urgency, Kira's family traveled to the city to help. While they distributed missing person flyers, detectives canvassed the neighborhood. A neighbor pointed out a home across the street with a rotating surveillance camera. Investigators obtained the footage and reviewed it thoroughly. Meanwhile, Kira's phone records provided a new lead, a man named Ryan Wendt, who was out of state driving through a snowstorm toward Colorado. Police contacted him. Ryan cooperated and confirmed that he last spoke to Kira while on the road. They had been texting even during her dinner with Jeff. These texts revealed Kira was emotionally distancing herself from her husband. Ryan was cleared as a suspect when data proved he was in Colorado at the time of her disappearance, but the messages stopped abruptly at 1:44 a.m., the exact time something seemed to shift in the investigation. Back to the neighbor's surveillance footage. At around 2 a.m., a car appeared in the video. The snowy conditions made it hard to see, but the car backed up awkwardly toward the house. At 2:21 a.m., Kira's white Chevy was seen leaving the driveway, just as Jeff had said. Later that morning, a visitor at a nearby parking lot reported a suspicious car parked too long. A tow truck was called. As the driver inspected the vehicle, he noticed bloodstains. Authorities were notified, and the car was confirmed to be Kira's. Inside the trunk liner, forensic teams found blood. DNA tests confirmed it belonged to Kira Steger. The case was no longer a missing person, it was a homicide. Kira's family was devastated. Her body was still missing, and the uncertainty was agonizing. Investigators then analyzed security footage from outside the parking lot where the car was left. Around 1:45 a.m., a car matching Kira's was seen entering. Soon after, a man walked away toward a nearby taxi stand. He spoke briefly with a cab driver and left in another taxi. Footage from the rotating neighbor's camera showed a cab passing by and dropping off a man a few blocks from Kira's home. The man wore a distinctive hoodie, the same one Jeff was later seen wearing on gas station footage at 3:20 a.m., captured filling his SUV and withdrawing money from an ATM. Police obtained a search warrant for Jeff and Kira's house. Inside, forensic experts used luminol, revealing extensive blood traces in the bedroom, hallway, kitchen, and stairs. It was clear someone tried to clean the scene. The blood belonged to Kira. That night, while having dinner with Jeff, Kira continued texting Ryan. Jeff likely noticed. Jealous and enraged, he demanded to see her phone. When she refused, he forcefully grabbed it, breaking her finger. In a fit of rage, he struck her with a glass, then smothered her with a pillow. He hid the evidence, moved her body to the trunk, and later dumped it into a river before abandoning her car at the mall. Jeff tried to act as if nothing had happened. But in the fall of 2013, Jeff Trevino was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 27.5 years in prison. Kira's body was later recovered from the river and identified through dental records. What Jeff took away wasn't just a life, it was the light of a mother, a daughter, a friend. And as always, the truth finds its way out.